Hello, Leslie. This is Hudson from Oriel Projects, a division of New Use Paving and Building Contractors. I would like to thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to come over so I could have a look at the damage caused by the storm water, the storm, the Roberts weather of the 10th of October 2017. Okay, so I saw the extent of the damage of this storm water of the 10th of October 2017. So now, what I'm working on now is sort of some drawings, sort of some illustrations or SketchUp or like a presentation. All right, I'm gonna submit to you, and then you can have a look at it, and then later on in the course of the whole process, we're probably gonna have to then submit to the engineer so he can also assess it and have a look. So I have about 3 diagrams that I'm still working on. This is another one, and then this is the third one. All right, so this is the third one. So this is basically a cross section of the Gabions. The wall, a cross section of the wall, right, starting from the base all the way to the top. Right, so I'm just sort of taking a little bit back, and then I'm gonna be going into stages whereby I'm gonna be able to explain each and every stage. You know, is I sort of label all the diagrams, because at the moment I haven't labeled anything so far. So I'm just sort of giving an insight, sort of to of where I'm actually starting from and where I'm gonna be going as I carry on with the drawings. Right. So this is just as I said, the cross section, and this one is basically sort of showing the extent of the erosion, what the damage caused, and this one is like sort of a 3D that basically shows the platforms at the bank. This is the N2 road. I'm gonna label all that. This is the culvert, and this is the stream, and then these are the embankments on both sides. So I'm gonna be spinning it, and I can zoom it and show you so it can sort of make sense to you. And so as I said that, let me just label them up, and then I will get to another stage when I have labeled, and then I will explain to you. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, welcome back, Leslie. You see, I'm trying to present this 3D SketchUp. So, you see in this diagram, there is a few things that it highlights. Firstly, see, this is the stream, the existing stream, and both sides, these are the embankments. And particularly on our side, this has been the side that has been damaged severely. So you see, the fence is actually almost close to the bank. I mean, it's actually sort of leaning on a bank, and there is nothing that is supporting it. Otherwise, if nothing gets done, doesn't get done about this immediately, it means the fence might collapse. Okay, so my diagram here, you see, what I'm trying to explain here is I'm trying to present this so you can view clearly in a 3D or in a 3 dimension format. So assuming that this is the N2 covered bridge, right? And this is the existing river. This is actually sort of the river. So what happens is when we normally when we experience the weather that we experienced on the 10th of October this year, it's the water rises, and then it starts to erode all the bank. You see, and particularly on this culvert, right? So what happened is water is coming from a wider river behind this side of the road. So when it gets into culvert, it actually it shrinks, and it has to feed into the culvert. And then now on the exit, now this is actually where it starts to sort of splash, and then erode the bank. So the part that has been actually sort of been hit the most is actually this front side. So this is actually sort of the stream direction. This is actually been the side that has been actually sort of severely affected. And this the bottom side, it's been actually sort of also severely affected. There's a tree root around this year. There's a tree actually, so its basement now, the roots have been exposed. Yeah, because the erosion here, actually, the water washed off all the sand that was beneath. I mean, that was in the ground. I mean, that was in the soil. So the roots are actually sort of exposed. So you see, this is actually sort of the structure, because this is the turf, the playground, all right, for the kids. So this is the existing fence, and the initial dimension, the most affected bank is actually 22 meters, all right. And then there is another portion that that we could sort of, for the time being, we could sort of leave it, because once we actually sort of sort out this side, then the water might sort of get diverted. It's going to be more coming to the opposite side of the bank. So, but anyway, this side is also severely affected, because, as I said earlier, that it has the side that the tree roots have been exposed because of the erosion. So this is actually 17 meters, right, from that corner there, where, oh, let me just also label this canal. There is a stormwater canal here. Yeah, so this stormwater canal, you see, this is the corner with the, let me just try to label it. I would want to take, I mean, I would want this video to be very long. This is actually the stormwater channel. Okay, stormwater channel, okay, it's fine. Right, and then so I'm trying to make this clearly seen on a screen. So I'm just gonna spin it around. So this is the side that we've got the storm canal, and the stream with the blue water. It's actually sort of presenting the stream, the flow direction. Right, and then we've got the turf on the upper platform, and then this is the bank. So I'm trying to sort of make it this clearly. All right, if it's like this now, it's much visible. So this is actually, this side, this is the bank that has been actually sort of affected, and it needs to be retained. There has to be some sort of structural protective structures, such as gabions, that we need to install. Then the gabions, they will allow water to dissipate through them without causing the damage to the bank. Okay, so yeah, what is making it very urgent is actually sort of the fence that is actually about to collapse, because yeah, the extent of the damage is actually sort of was huge, that it actually sort of reached closer to the fence. So yeah, so I'm telling I'm just trying to spin it so you can see clearly. I'm just about to exit this diagram and go to another one that I have to explain now, the structural specification of the gabions. Okay, so yeah, I'm sure it's actually more, if I outzoom it now, it shrinks, it becomes smaller, so it now tries to sort of but as far as the presentation of the existing problem in 3D format, it's actually this is how it is like. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, so what I'll do is I'm going to another diagram now, so it's probably gonna be this one, and then that'll be the other one will be the last one. Okay, Leslie, I have a lot to present, so my video recording parameter, it has it has a limit of 10 minutes, so I won't be able to finish up what I wanted to say. So this video is gonna be part 1 of the series, so there's probably gonna be 2 more or 3 more coming. So okay, thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video.